So when I entered high school, I was really excited to showcase my faith to people, but it was a lot harder for them to accept it than I expected. For example, when I was in biology my freshman year, I was just sitting down at a table talking with my friends, and they asked me, "Oh, Madison, like, what's that you wear all the time?" So I explained to them what my purity ring was. One of my friends looked at me, and she said, "You won't be wearing that by the time junior year comes around." I just kind of stepped back and I thought about it. I wasn't hurt, but I just was surprised. And I was worried that these people were going to look at me, and as soon as they heard that I was a Christian, that I was this boring person who just sits around and reads their Bible all day. And so I decided to really just take a stand for what I believe in, and I really wanted to be bold and put my faith into action. And I started an anti-human trafficking club, and they made an announcement on the PA system. All the kids in my class just started laughing, and they didn't know it was my club. So I asked my teacher later that day if I could make an announcement to the class about what this club actually means to me and how sad and depressing human trafficking is. And I'd say that's probably one of the scariest things I did at high school, because I had to go up in front of the class and deliberately talk about something that these kids thought so little of. Although I was still shaking, I was just so happy that God had given me the confidence to talk to these kids, and just so that they could fully understand where I was coming from. And I also started becoming more involved with World Vision, where they talked about sponsoring a child, and this $30 goes towards basic necessities that they're deprived of. And while I was watching this video, I just broke down crying. And from that point on, I asked my mom, I said, "Mom, can I sponsor a kid?" And she said, "I don't know how you're going to raise the money, but if you could pay for it yourself, you could do that." And I just devoted my time to babysitting and raising money so that I was able to support this child. And then a little bit later, my mom decided that she was also going to sponsor one. So I was able to talk to my pastor, and he allowed me to do what's called a Hope Sunday, where I was able to go and talk to the entire congregation and show video. And I was praying that just 10 kids would be sponsored. That's what my constant prayer was. And we ended up getting 30 kids sponsored, and I just thought that was so amazing and a gift from God. And then my junior year, I was able to do a water well fundraiser. And my goal was to raise enough money for one well, but we ended up being able to raise enough money for about 4 wells. And it's just my goal in life to have other people have the same passion and have their hearts break for the same things that God's hearts break for. What's so amazing about World Vision is these kids who are so lacking in the actual physical things in life are also lacking in the spiritual side, and just to see both of those combine to make such a better impact in their life is really amazing.